if I'm correct, we're going to talk about the Huskies next.
Yeah, we can talk Huskies. What do you got? What happened? Tell me what happened.
All right, so I actually got to go to the game.
Whoa, look at big
cool.
baller.
Yeah, well, free tickets.
Still big baller. You were there, dude.
Yeah, so Saturday night, the Huskies played yet another late game, 7:30 start.
Were you cold? Were you cold in the stands, DJ?
No, I wasn't cold, but I'm just pointing out that they played at 7:30 again. Right now, it doesn't matter because Stanford also won on Saturday, so UW is completely eliminated from the Pac-12 North race.
I didn't even know that.
Just an interesting fact. The game was back and forth all night, and then Utah finally took a late 30-23 lead in the fourth. UW got the ball back with 2:03 to go and got a huge pass from a tight end.
Oh, Seth saw it.
Will Disley, which got them down to the 2-yard line, and UW was able to score and make the extra point. That ties it up at 30-30. With 58 seconds to go, UW kicked the ball off, and our defense got a 3-and-out, which was very clutch. We got the ball back, 28 seconds to go, and I'm thinking in the stands, I'm like, okay, we'll run this out. We'll go to overtime. They did run on first down, but Utah called a timeout. And in Chris Peterson's presser, he said they were going to run it and just see what happened. If they got a big gain, then maybe take a shot. If not, then just run it out and go to overtime. But then Utah called that timeout, and so Chris Peterson decided, hey, let's go for it. Let's see what we can do. And Browning found Bocelli, I think that's how it's pronounced, for a 31-yard gain, which set up a Viscano game-winning field goal from 38 yards out, which was a very big confidence booster for Viscano. Kickers in the Pacific Northwest have not had the greatest of seasons this year.
More on that later.
Yeah. Browning was named the Pac-12 Offensive Player of the Week, going 26 for 35, 354 yards, and 2 TDs. I am still in the mindset.
But he's not that good, though.
I'm still in the mindset.
I was going to bring that up, DJ.
Yeah. I'm still in the mindset that you still open up the competition. This was Browning's first game that he came from behind in the fourth quarter to win. And that's in his junior year. That's in three years of being the starter for UW.
Has he ever had to? Like, how many has he had to come
he
back?
Has had. There's been 12 opportunities.
Of 12 chances for come from behind wins.
Yes.
And he's only done. Okay. Well, I didn't think there were that many.
No.
But yeah, that's a couple.
I can credit that stat to Dave Softy Muller.
Oh, there you go. A close personal friend of yours, correct?
Oh yeah.
I shook his hand 2 weeks ago.
Really?
He doesn't know who I am, but I shook his hand.
Well, anyways, he has had one come from behind win in his 12 chances. I just want to open up the floor to you guys. What did you guys think? Was it more so UW just not playing very well and making lots of mental mistakes? Or was it just, Utah bringing it?
Seth, you talk on it because I didn't see very much of this game.
I didn't see all of it, and I actually had to confess something here. I was pretty frustrated watching the offense struggle in the second and third quarter, and the defense too. They gave up 410 yards definitely. For the game. I got so frustrated to the point that I stopped watching the last 3 or 4 minutes of the game. So I actually missed the come from behind win.
Hey, that's fair.
You got mad and shut the TV off? Is that what you're confessing right now?
Yep.
Wow. Dude. I'm more upset at Seth than anything right now. What did you give up on it for?
They were playing horribly. Utah had the ball with a couple minutes left. I was thinking Utah gets 1 or 2 first downs. It's over.
It's never over till the fat lady sings.
Yeah.
Yep. Lesson learned.
Twitter blew up over that timeout that Utah took there.
Yeah, I don't know.
They were like, what in...
I don't know what they were thinking, because even if you do... I think they had all 3 timeouts. So even if you get the ball back with 15 seconds to go... yes, UW had been giving up big plays, but UW's still a pretty good defense, and I don't know if you're gonna.
You want me to? Because I can. Because 2 weeks ago, this was the best defense in the nation.
Number one,
the best. And now we're sitting here 2 weeks later talking about how they gave up 30 points in back-to-back games.
Yeah, they've had a couple bad games.
I think. There's just a couple.
A lot of injuries.
I think.
That's a common
okay.
thing.
Oh my goodness. I think what we're finally getting at is to seeing what at the University of Washington Huskies, the 2017 version of this football team, truly is. And in a pretty competitive Pac-12 with the game to Stanford last week, a better team, not a better team, but a good team in Utah this week, 2 good teams in a row, and now the Apple Cup coming up on Saturday, another good team in the Pac-12. I think they definitely weren't as good as last year, but still a pretty solid football team.
I mean, yeah, you're going to have an opportunity to win 10 games for only the second time since... second...
Long time ago.
Yeah.
Early 2000s.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. We'll see going forward. I think they were very young this year. Losing Chico early on, it was a building year, and I'm still, even though I am disappointed that we're not going to be competing for a Pac-12 title, you still have a 10-win season. You're going to play in a decent bowl game against a decent team, more growing and learning experience with that extra practice. So I mean, I am a little disappointed, but like not at the same time, because you're still winning 10 games.
Yeah, I think that this is like I said, this is what the Huskies were this year. Mm-hmm. Next year they could be better. They could be. We don't know yet. We haven't even thought about next year yet. But I think that it took us really long to get to the point where we can go, okay, they're a pretty decent team. They're not a top 4 team. They'll hang around the top 10. But it took a long time for us to get to this point.
I know it took a long time for me because I was making a case of why they should be in the playoff week after week
right.
on this show, and saying how good they were, and then they just kind of said, nah, Deej, we're not that good. We're just going to go and lose to Stanford and Arizona State. But like you said, it's a good season. One interesting note is that Jacob Eason, the former not former yet, but the quarterback from Georgia who was a 5-star recruit, obviously he got beat out by Jake Fromm down there, and there are rumors starting to swirl that he is going to transfer back to his hometown collegiate team, Washington. And does that make a case for opening up the quarterback competition?
No,
not at all.
Why?
Probably not.
DJ just wants there to be some drama over there. No, dude, 4-year starter and Jake Browning. Why? I mean, why? If it ain't broke, don't break it. Why would you? just for newness' sake?
Who said it's not broke?
Nothing's wrong with it. Let's change it.
I don't know. I'm still in the mindset that I haven't been impressed with Jake Browning this year. He got sacked again because he was running around in the pocket. There was a couple plays this game where he was just running around in the pocket, wandering aimlessly, and not throwing the ball away and taking a huge sack. That's a big momentum changer. Even if it's a turnover on downs, you're still taking a sack. Your defense gets fired up. That's a big momentum change. And I think he's causing them too much loss of momentum at this point.
One thing I will say watching Jake Browning is he just looks a little slow out there. Like it takes him just a little bit longer to process everything that the defense is throwing at him.
Yeah.
And it's slow.
And then by the time he actually makes that decision, he doesn't have the arm strength to fit it in those tight windows.
Did you say he won Pac-12 Player of the Week this week?
Oh, big whoop.
Wow. He's gonna have a Pac-12 Player of the Week worthy performance, and we're gonna talk about a couple plays where he was running around and he got tackled, like a football player would.
Imagine if he didn't get that. Because on the drive right before they went in to score, there was a 3rd down and 15 where he just overthrew Pettis. He had Pettis wide open and just chucked it right over him. And there, I may be wrong, but I think I did hear some boos in the stadium. So,
well, we should hit a break because we've been going long all day long. We don't care. We're here today for no reason other than we just wanted to do a show. So we'll go long whenever we want, right, guys?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Yeah.